When the pandemic hit in 2020, no one was prepared. Surging infections overwhelmed public health systems around the world. In China, doctors and nurses were sent from across the country to help Wuhan, where China's first outbreak was detected.
We must demonstrate a great sense of political responsibility and courage, make extraordinary responses to an extraordinary challenge, and truly respect the value and dignity of every human life.
Meanwhile, former U.S. President Trump was spreading bizarre theories and disinformation.
We hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, right? And then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute.
When the international community is really fighting hard against the COVID-19, the United States is spreading political virus.
And defunding the World Health Organization at a time when the world needed it the most.
We will be today terminating our relationship with the World Health Organization.
It's the Secretary General's belief that the World Health Organization must be supported as it is absolutely critical to the world's efforts to win the war against COVID-19.
The global health crisis came despite years of warnings and preparations.
Even though we had these excellent plans in place, guidelines in place, they weren't followed. And one of the problems was just a lack of leadership, enlightened leadership.
Leadership in domestic and international governance. Vaccine-producing countries put up export bans, and longtime allies made vaccine grabs.
3.1 million out of 3.8 million doses did not come to Australia.
Global inequity plagued vaccine distribution. Rich countries with purchasing power hoarded life-saving jabs, squeezing out poorer countries in their bids.
It's not fair that Africa has only vaccinated 2% of the entire population of the 1.3 billion population, and yet your more developed countries in the north have vaccinated up to 60%.
By May 2022, China has sent over 2.2 billion doses abroad and was the world's biggest vaccine supplier to developing countries. It supported a WTO proposal for IP exemption for COVID vaccines to boost affordability and facilitated vaccine financing. The Asian Infrastructure and Investment Bank issued over $10 billion of vaccine funding for developing countries.
Let us join hands and stand together to build a global community of health for all and work for a healthier and brighter future for humanity.
朱罗曼 CGTN